So, what I want to talk to you about today is something that I think it's like really important, and it's really central to having a peaceful and a clear mind. And it's what I hear like often from people that start doing the work with me. They go like, so, but how about, how about I can do all this looking at myself. I can do all this changing my own thinking patterns. I can see that. But then how about, other people being accountable? How about other people taking responsibility? It doesn't have any influence on that. How is this going to make a difference? How is this going to change, the problems that I have? How is this going to change the world? How is this, how is this going to really have an influence? And so this is the predominant paradigm we are living in. It's like a paradigm of feeling powerless, of feeling there are such huge problems out there. There's this overwhelming feeling of I can't change anybody else, yet everyone's coming at me with those negative vibes, and there's nothing I can do. So this is a part of Byron Katie's teaching I want to reiterate for you here. And it's really, really powerful just by itself. So there's three kinds of businesses in this universe. There's God's business, there is your business, and there is my business. So God's business is the weather, the pandemic, whether your computer's breaking down, whether you're stuck in a traffic jam, whether there's war on the other side of the planet, or famine, or in your country, those things are God's business, and you have no influence on God's business. There is nothing you can do about that. So your business is everything that you can say and feel and do and think. That is your business. My business is everything that I can see and do and feel and think. Say and do and feel and think, right? So I don't have any influence on your business. However much I would like to try, if you don't let me, if you don't allow me to influence your emotional state, your thinking process, the way you experience the world, I have no influence on that. So trying to change the way you perceive your life so that I can feel better is doomed to fail every single time. Unless you agree with it, that's a different story. Trying to make you change against you wanting to change is disrespectful. It's arrogant. The one place where I really have influence is with me, is what I think. I can have an influence on how I think. I can have an influence on what I feel. I can have an influence on what I say and what I do. That is where my power is. And to really see that, to really get that in your gut, what it means to live in your business, that takes a huge chunk of stress out of your life. It brings a huge piece of confidence, because that's where you're empowered. That's where you can make decisions. That's where you can be clear in your business. That's being sane. It's standing there in this world's insanity and being sane and not being scared and seeing clearly what you can do to influence your reality. So, and then is that gonna have an influence on God's business, on other people's business? You know what? That's not your business. And in my experience, it does, but it's not my business. My business is to be accountable in my reality. My business is to be honest in my reality, to make sure I do what I say, to make sure I'm kind, I'm compassionate, I'm acting loving, I do the things that I said I would do, I'm on time. All of those things, that is my business. So if you are stressing next time, if you're like having these repetitive thoughts about all the horrible things that are happening, either it's in the world, and on a big scale, or if it's just in your life, like with your partner, with your work colleagues, with your patients or clients, just try and remember to take a step back and just notice whose business you're in that moment. And you probably will just burst out laughing and come back to your business and be more clear. So my name is Stef Skupin, and I work with people working in healthcare and also other healers, helping them develop a clear mind so they can use their positive energy to actually healing and helping patients more efficiently and also be happy in their own lives. Because we do take this repetitive thinking and these worries home, and then we tend to not be able to relax properly. So if you want to hear more about the leader's work, you can send me an email, and the email is going to be under this video. I hope this has been a little bit helpful. Take care, stay in your business.